Good day. Today, we will find out the many different and easy ways that Maxicare members can avail of their many healthcare benefits. To avail of outpatient care, each member should follow these easy steps. The member should proceed to any Maxicare accredited clinic or hospital or to the Maxicare Primary Care Center. The member should present his or her Maxicare card together with one valid ID to the Maxicare Medical Coordinator's office. In the absence of the medical coordinator, the member should proceed to the Industrial Medicine section or the HMO office. The member will then be issued a letter of eligibility or LOE, valid within that same day. After securing the LOE, the member should affix his or her signature. Consultation with the medical coordinator follows. If the member needs to be referred to another specialist, the medical coordinator will issue a referral slip to the member, which is valid for 3 days. If the member is required to undergo laboratory tests, the medical coordinator will issue a laboratory slip, which is also valid for 3 days. Should the laboratory fees exceed 1,000 pesos, the clinic or hospital will secure a confirmation from the Maxicare head office. There is no need for confirmation for laboratory fees below 1,000 pesos. The member then proceeds to the laboratory and presents the laboratory slip, Maxicare card, and LOE to the authorized technician or attendant to avail of the services. For follow-up consultations or services, the same procedure should be followed in securing the LOE and referral or laboratory slips. These laboratory and referral slips are very important, as these are what tell the doctor or laboratory that it is Maxicare that is paying for the services availed of by the member. To avail of inpatient care services, the member must follow these steps. The member must first secure an admitting order from a Maxicare accredited specialist. The member may then coordinate with the preferred hospital for admission and room reservation. It would be advisable to coordinate with Maxicare for assistance at least 24 hours before the required date of admission. The member may then go to the admitting section of the accredited hospital and present his or her Maxicare card, together with the valid ID, as well as present the admitting order from the Maxicare accredited specialist. The member will then be given the LOE, which will verify his membership and room assignment. The LOE is valid within the same day. All uncovered and excess charges may be settled by the member upon discharge. Maxicare will then issue a letter of authority, or LOA, upon advice that the member has been confined. Each member must file for his PhilHealth documents on or before discharge. The member should then affix his or her signature to the LOE, as this will be attached to all other relevant documents. For treatment in accredited hospitals, the following steps should be taken. At accredited hospitals, the member may simply go to the emergency room of a Maxicare accredited hospital and receive treatment. If confinement is required, the member is entitled to a 24-hour room upgrade in the event that there is no available room under the member's room and board entitlement. After receiving treatment, the member must present his or her Maxicare card for swiping and procurement of the LOE. For treatment in non-accredited hospitals, the following steps should be taken. The member may proceed to the emergency room of the nearest hospital and avail of treatment. Depending on the medical condition, the patient can call Maxicare within 24 hours and arrange for transfer to an accredited hospital. Prior to transfer, the member should settle all charges and secure the corresponding medical certificates and official receipts from the non-accredited hospital. All original documents will then be forwarded to Maxicare for reimbursement within 30 days from the date he was discharged. The member will receive his approved reimbursement 30 days after Maxicare receives the complete reimbursement documents. Members are only allowed to avail at non-accredited hospitals during emergency cases. For non-affiliated and non-accredited emergency care within the Philippines, the following conditions apply. Maxicare shall reimburse 80% of the hospital bills and professional fees based on Maxicare standard rates, up to 30,000 pesos per availment per member per year for the first 24 hours. For emergency care from non-affiliated and non-accredited hospitals outside the Philippines, the following conditions apply. Maxicare shall reimburse 100% of the hospital bills and professional fees based on actual costs up to 30,000 pesos per availment per member per year. For areas without affiliated hospitals within the Philippines, the following conditions apply. Maxicare shall reimburse 100% of the hospital bills and professional fees based on Maxicare standard rates up to maximum benefit limit. For a member to claim reimbursement, he or she must submit his or her claim within 30 days from discharge at the Maxicare head office. The member must also present the following documents. Please note that processing of claims will be 30 calendar days upon receipt of the complete documents. It is important to completely inform the members of the exclusions of their plan. These general exclusions are as follows. All injuries arising from war or any combat, self-infliction, own misconduct, gross negligence, vicious or immoral habits, direct or indirect participation in the commission of a crime, violation of law or ordinance, unnecessary exposure to imminent danger or hazard to health. Government-funded healthcare entitlements are also excluded. For instance, failure to file PhilHealth documents will mean that the member will shoulder the PhilHealth portion. Personal medical requirements which do not limit to obtaining employment, school requirement, and government license. Procedures or services for the purposes of beautifications. For example, cosmetic surgery, chronic dermatosis, or complicated dermatologic problems. Treatment of injuries or illnesses arising from the engagement and participation in hazardous or risky sports, such as scuba diving, mountain climbing, and the like. Miscellaneous items or comfort items with extra charges fall under general exclusions, as well as room upgrades. Take-home medicines are also not covered. Lastly, there are also non-insurable conditions, such as the following. Special nursing care. These conditions do not require medical attention from a hospital, and care may be administered at home. Psychotherapy, psychiatric care, and long-term rehab. Circumcision, sex transformation. Diagnosis and treatment of fertility or infertility. Artificial insemination, sterilization or reversal of such. Organ donation and transplant. Physical deformities. Medical procedures which are still considered experimental. Hepatitis B screening, and all other diagnostic examinations from members who have pre-existing hepatitis B. We hope we have given you a greater understanding of the many aspects of your Maxicare Plus healthcare program. As you can see, it truly is your ticket to healthcare at its finest. For more information, you may contact us at the following.